Hi! If you're watching this video, you are probably interested in buying the Gucci Soho Disco Bag. So please keep on watching and I'll tell you all my thoughts about this bag after owning it for more than a year. So I purchased this in November 2019. Obviously the pandemic hit a couple months after that, so there was about a year that I wasn't really going places, so I wasn't really getting much use of this bag. I had it stored, I had it stuffed in its bag, in its box, totally safe and stored away. But I've had about a year's time of actually getting use of the bag. This is definitely one of the best purchases I've ever made, period. I saw a girl wearing this bag, but in the rose beige color, and she had a tan coat on, and I just thought it was the best look in the whole world. I didn't know what the bag was. It was the first time I had seen it, or at least noticed it. So I did my research. I found out how much it was, $1,250. But alas, I didn't stop thinking about the bag. So that was a good sign that, I wasn't ever gonna really get tired of it. I liked the camera bag style. I liked the idea of a camera bag. You can't really go wrong with this. I looked at the YSL camera bag, which is called the Lou, I believe. I've always liked YSL, but in my case, you get either the gold plating or the silver plating on the logo. And they also had it in black with a black logo against a black background. But for me, I thought if I'm gonna do YSL, you kind of want the bling, and I didn't really want a bag with that much bling. The reason why this is so cool is you don't see it coming from a mile away. Like you see a Louis Vuitton and you can see that coming 5 miles ahead of you. In this case, obviously this is a pretty big logo, but it's not gonna be like turning heads as you walk down the street. When I was trying to figure out which bag I wanted, I went to the stores, I tried them on, I touched them, I look at the different colors, I put them on crossbody, I did all of that. The Gucci bag stood out still. Now at the time when I was buying this, they had it in the black, the rose beige, and a red. The red was never in the running for me, so I was really trying to narrow it down between the rose beige and the black. I love the rose beige. That was the color that caught my eye originally. I would totally love having one, but for me, I decided that black was going to be I was going to get a little bit more use out of it. And the nice lady at the Gucci store, she reminded me that denim transfer could happen on the lighter color. I thought the black would get a little bit more use out of it, even though I think that that's a fantastic color. I don't know, look at the color of my sweater, but it's a little bit lighter and it just has like this pinkish little tint to it. It's very nice and you can't really find anything like that. For me, I wanted a really good designer bag that was going to go with most of my clothes and something that would be good for everyday use and something that I would feel comfortable wearing and feel good about. This has been part of Gucci's range for a couple of years now, and so it's definitely one of their staples. When I went into the Gucci store, they didn't have this out on the floor. You had to ask for it. I said, "Can I see the disco bag?" And then they brought it out. So this is kind of one of those it bags that has its own following. There's something sort of cool about it. There's a little bit of some Gucci mysticism going around. All right, so now you can get a peek inside of the bag. We got two little flaps right there. They're pretty thin, but you can fit a good amount. I normally put my keys in there, my little compact mirror, maybe like a chapstick, something small that you want to find. But if you look here, look at the bottom of the bag. That's a pretty good width. So you can really fit a lot in here. On the back side, it's blank, so if you ever wanted to turn it around for whatever reason, you can. And over here we have this nice little tassel, pretty minimal hardware, so you're not getting flashed with gold or silver. I was a little bit skeptical about having a white lining. I thought that could get dirty really fast, but I'm pretty careful. I'm pretty careful with my bags. I don't put in anything that could really do too much damage. And if you look at it, you really can't see any sign of wear. If you take a magnifying glass, maybe you can find a couple things, but really, okay, so maybe I got a little bit here. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. But there's just a tiniest bit of a scuff mark on the corner, and I probably, if I really wanted to, I can take like a leather conditioner or get something to buff that out. But it's nothing you're gonna see unless you're literally inspecting the bag. So the biggest complaint I've seen about this bag is that people say it gets bent out of shape. When I got this bag, it had these two little dimples right here, and I didn't think too much about it. But as you can see, it's structured, but it's not crazy structured. But it had these two little dimples here on the back. That was from day one. The bag that I've gotten the most use out of besides this bag was my Stella McCartney Falabella tote in black. That's the big guy, just the tote bag. And I used that for pretty steadily for about 2 years. And the only reason why I stopped using it was because with the chain, it got heavy. I also have kind of sized down on the stuff that I bring. You know, before I was hauling around like an iPad and you know, water. I was a little bit more on the go and doing school, and so that was, I needed a little bit more space. But at the end of the day, the chain is heavy. It starts to hurt your shoulder. This, if you know, if there's nothing in it, it truly feels like nothing. So you can stick in however much crap you want, and you're probably not going to get irritated on your shoulder. First off, I have my Chloe Alphabet card holder. I just got this guy. This is a recent purchase for me because I did need a new little wallet card holder situation, and it's not that big. So I'm going to throw that guy in there. And if you can see, truly takes up minimal space right there. My Altoids. All right, of course, can't go anywhere without my car keys. My flat little mirror, I'm going to put that right in the pocket. My Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. My little Bath & Body Works flannel hand sanitizing spray. It's pretty good. And of course, can't go anywhere without this baby, the face mask. And some chapstick. This is what my sort of essential bag looks like. And as you can see, it fits everything pretty comfortably. You know, if I wanted to, I definitely have room to fit in more crap. For example, here are my sunglasses. I'm gonna throw those in. All right, so as you can see, I put in a sunglass case and we still got some room going on there. It depends on your sunglass case. Sometimes they just make them so incredibly bulky, it's so impractical. So this is what we have going on. Now my card holder, my little wallet, I turned it on its side, but you know, we got a good amount of depth. That's not bad. So we got keys, sunglasses, Altoids, wallets, hand sanitizer. Lucy likes it. It gets my stamp of approval. I cannot encourage you anymore to get this if you want just a really basic everyday bag. I think it's a really great sort of like first big time purchase bag. I don't regret it. I mean, I can't say I really have anything it looks terrible with, you know what I mean? Maybe I have some other bags that maybe have the look, but if I ever wanted to wear this bag with anything, like, how are you going to go wrong with a black camera bag? Obviously, it's not an evening bag. I wouldn't wear this in an evening, like in a dressy type situation. But, you know, this definitely works as like a night out bag. It's very multi-purpose in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, this has had really consistent use for over a year, I'll say. I have had this bag in my possession nearing 2 years. Give a couple months. But as you can see, she looks great. I have no complaints. And I thought, you know, I always go into buying bags with the mindset of, if you don't like it, you can sell it. If you get tired of it, you can sell it. But I don't really see myself selling this bag at any point. I think this bag has been worth it for me. I'm going to own it forever. Please let me know if you own this bag, what your own thoughts are, if you have any questions about it. It just doesn't get any more wearable. Like, I can't even tell you how much use I've gotten out of this bag. The leather is gorgeous. It really doesn't show scuff marks. And I think even though this is an expensive bag, I do think that with the amount of wear I've gotten out of it, it's been really worth it for me. So please like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. I'm hoping to be posting more videos about all this kind of talk in the future, and I would love to have you here. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.